Akademiks got hit with a civil suit from an ex who basically said that the unauthorized train was done from years ago. He said the police didn't want nothing to do with it. He had cameras in the crib. And long story short, he said that he had, brought her over. I don't know if it was an ex-girlfriend that was kicking it. He had two homeboys at the crib. He said the two homeboys told him that they was dipping to lock the door behind them. Long story short, and told him that old girl was in the guest room before they left. He said he go to the guest room and he looked at the camera and he said that they did the Amtrak on her. All right, they did the Huckleberry Railroad on her. All right. So he said the police ain't want nothing to do with it, but now she filing a civil suit. Now we've seen people not get charged in criminal court, and the DA not touch it, or they get exonerated. But then you got to worry about the civil suit. And what you got to understand when you're dealing with this type of stuff is that the courts want money. And I heard somebody say something that I didn't know, and they said basically that when it goes to for child support, that the judges allegedly, every child support case they push through, that the judges get a kickback in that inside their pension. So this is why when you hear these cases about child support, alimony, and all this stuff, that a lot of them go against the man of the court. So it don't matter what you say unless you got a really good attorney, because they get a percentage of that dumped into their pensions. And it makes sense now. You hear about a lot of guys that go to court and, you hear them say, well, I seen a dude who said he had 50-50 custody. And then, he had to go back to court, because the wife didn't work or whatever, or the ex didn't work. So she went to go file welfare and all that stuff. So he had to go back to court because she filed welfare. And even though he had joint custody, another judge picked it up and said he had to pay child support with joint custody. So that's why, the man make the money. So that's why they break the dues in court. So a lot of people, kind of restrain misandry when they come to court. But it's just, they got money, they got skin in the game. So if they getting the kickback from these judgments and they getting it poured into their pension, why wouldn't they rule in what's in the best favor of them? It's not about what's right and what's wrong. And people say, well, morally, how can they live with themselves? We in the most corrupt society when it comes to morals. All people care about with inflation and all that is money. That's all they care about is the bag. And it's unfortunate. That's all they care about is the bag. I'll say it again. All they care about is the bag. So when you talking about doing the right thing, even a lot of people believe a bunch of doctors don't even live by the code of ethics anymore. We know the nurses don't. A lot of them don't. They'll watch your people suffer and die. You go in and had a lung problem. Your granny died from what that shit, pneumonia. Because the nurses wasn't walking them and getting them up moving and all that. That's why you got to be active and involved up there. But that's just the honest truth. So to say this, he can easily lose the civil suit. And if you lose the civil suit, even though you was exonerated in court, people still gonna think you guilty. So the system is about money. And they don't want Reds money. They don't want DO money. They want Reds money. They want Reds money. They want your money. They want the man's money. So anytime they get a dude in court, they break the dudes. And a lot of these dudes are responded by not getting married. A bunch of men don't have kids anymore. And they running into a problem because when the system heavily favors somebody else, one thing that we see with all these child support cases and stuff before I get into academics is the kids are seeing this. The little black boys, white boys, Mexican boys, whoever going through it, they seeing this. Say, I don't want to go through this shit. I had a homie I used to work with. He said his son is scared to have sex from all the stuff that he hearing. He's in high school. He said he's scared. The kid that probably, I think, went through the system and everything. He had to fight for custody to get him back and all that shit. So he said, I'm scared. You see this child support, and they ringing dues before you even get to start with life. You got to pay all this money to a woman who can just say, you know what, I don't want to work. I'm going to get welfare, and we're going to pay me not to go to work. Hey, a lot of dudes just saying, I'm good. And side note, they run into a problem in China where they sat there and they said you only can have a couple kids and you got to keep a boy or whatever. They ain't got enough in Japan. They ain't got enough women in Japan. So now, apparently, I read a report that said they want Black Americans to come over there and impregnate a bunch of their Japanese women to solve their population issue. They create all these these systematic things that go on, and then now they got to fix them because they didn't see this or that happening. In America, they're gonna have a big problem. A lot of dudes gonna start moving out the country. A lot of these dudes starting to not have kids, so they got extra money, they got good jobs, you can work remotely. And a lot of these dudes leaving the country, bro, and starting families outside the country. So men doing what they need to do to change the law. But for him, to get to him, he said they got him because he covering the Diddy case. He said if he go down, everybody going down in the industry with him. And this is what happened when you give cornballs power. Do I believe he innocent? Some of the things he said, I don't know the guy like that. Some of the things he said in the past about underage girls and, if she's 17, if she under the age of consent, all these, like some of that stuff, man, them dudes that mess with younger women, bro, that shit weird to me. Why do you want anything that's 19? Anything that's in the teens? Like, absolutely not. If you 25, 21, 20, okay. But if you 25 and you talking about a 17, 8, like, get out of here, man. That's my whole thing. Get out of here, man. If you that old and you talking about, like, come on, man. To me, that's weird. I can see if you're on a college campus, whatever, but nah, I mean, that shit weird. She's 17, like, come on, why, for what? I understand women like to date older and mature guys, but a lot of women that date up high, man, they end up getting towed out the frame, used and abused like a used tire, man. But he basically saying that, the lawyer that's representing old girls, he representing Little Rod in the Diddy case and these conspiracy theories and stuff. But this is what happens when you run your mouth too much on the internet. A lot of these dudes get the bag, and I seen a bunch of clips with him saying about women, and a lot of women that he messing with is low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women he messing with is low hanging fruit. They not even like he got bread. Like, you can really mess with a chick that got that does that. That's a high level chick. See, them real high level chicks that marry them poker dudes that become millionaires, or them .com millionaires, or these the wealthy guys. Like me, and probably ain't nobody famous watching this. Regular people like us, we can't even get in the room with them. We don't even be at the same nothing. You might be at the airport with them. That's about it. We don't go to the same gyms. We don't shop at the same stores. They don't go to regular malls. They don't work these jobs. They don't work at all. These women, they not even in our world, in our radar. That's the type of woman that he should be dealing with. He still got the mindset, and a lot of dudes got the mindset that we still like to fuck with low hanging fruit. He got some bread. Drewski said, let me go fuck with Ruby Rose. I ain't mad at it. At least go up. The chicks that he messing with is average. Average chicks. He said Selena Powell allegedly stole $500K from him and he still fuck with her after that. Like, are you serious? Like, some of the stuff he say, he just a goofy with money. And y'all be thinking money can solve all your issues, with women. Nah, tricking can get you in more issues. Anything. You flying random girls out, don't know them, nothing. You know, a lot of these girls say he giving us drugs and he trying to get us drunk. Man, you got money. If you got game, you don't need drug, pills, liquor to get women. That's a college thing. When you get a bottle of liquor, y'all all kick in, y'all get some women. You grown, man. You don't need that. But that dude's a cornball, man. He ain't got no game. It ain't that he don't have no game. He ain't got no game. You know what I'm saying? And just hearing this, how he was talking to old girl on Fresh and Fit. Who wants to make the women mad? Honestly, who's sitting here arguing with women? Okay, she might cook you. Okay, it's a nice way to cook her, but like, man, you know, I'm just fucking with you. You know, it's a nice way to, you know, how to play it. Don't get in a shout match with no woman, man. And the way he told, oh, I got money and your boyfriend ain't got this and he ain't got that, but her boyfriend showed up, you wouldn't even say nothing. Let's keep it funky. You wouldn't even say nothing. So how dog moving? He talk too much. I wouldn't even say my age preference. If she's 17, she legal consent. I wouldn't even speak on that. You got to keep your business and your money completely separate. Girl going through his emails, seeing what he got going on. Why is your computer not locked? Why is your phone not locked? Why is you sleeping with girls who only with you because you tricking on them? Why is they even in your vicinity after you get done, you know, reaching a climax? They supposed to be pumped and dumped. Hey, here go a couple dollars. See you next time. And if they is laying up, y'all watching a movie and you got your eye on her, you don't just get off and go to sleep and let a random chick walk around your crib. He got cameras and everything. What's the point of having cameras if people stealing from you? You ain't gonna report it to the police. Why didn't you report it to the police? Do she got something on you? See, this is the type of things that I'm saying, man. And him saying, I'm gonna take everybody down with me and this is bigger than me, man. All you doing is Xing yourself out the game. You know, that's all he doing is Xing himself out the game. Now they knew from the beginning that if it get greasy that we gonna go ahead and clip your wings. He's a corny dude who got some money, who found a niche in the beginning. A lot of guys that started recording in the beginning, they blew up because that's all people knew. Content ain't got better. Just corny, became a corporate puppet. People paying him to push certain propaganda, paying him to beef with guys. But at the end of the day, when you make so many enemies in the industry, bro, like, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And one thing about black people is that they gonna get their revenge on another black person. They'll bind together to get another black person out there. Now the others, no, they ain't gonna bind together to get the others out of there. But another brother, they gonna bind together to get a brother out of there. Or a sister. I tell you that. So, you know, multiple people in the industry gonna work to get him up out of there. But all he had to do, man, you know, and I've been guilty of this, where all you gotta do is keep the wheel straight. That's it. It's it's on cruise control, and you get distracted, and next thing you know, you in the ditch. But one thing about it is, you know, when you get out that ditch, and if you get another opportunity, which you ain't always gonna get another opportunity, when you get out that ditch, the thing is, are you going to make the same mistake again? Or are you going to be more cautious where you don't fuck it up so you don't make a mistake again or a major mistake? A lot of times people don't even get a second chance at success, a second chance at life. They don't get a second chance at opportunities or nothing like that. So, you know, that's crazy, man. So, you know, I don't want to see no brother go down, but hopefully, you know, he figure this thing out, man, and he get it together, man. But, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Check me out on Patreon. Hit the link tree, the Patreon link there. Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.